we're talking about eating healthy today. It's something that we strive for. If you have picky eaters at home, that can make that a little bit challenging at times.
That's right. Plus, if you want to factor in allergies in the mix, and you know what, you may be limited when it comes to foods to choose from. That may make mealtime a little bit overwhelming, but the author of No Wheat, No Dairy, No Problem says armed with the right information, mealtime can be stress-free. So welcome to Chef Lauren Hoover, right? We can make it stress-free.
We can.
Even if people have allergies.
Yes, absolutely. And tastes great.
Now, your book is No Wheat, No Dairy, No Problem. We want to point out you're a pastry chef, and so your recipes don't have these ingredients, but you don't miss the taste, because that was big for you, right?
Exactly, I did. I wanted to write a cookbook that had great, fabulous taste with healthy alternative ingredients.
Now, you didn't just write a cookbook. You've been hobnobbing with some celebs. Tell us who you've cooked for.
I have. I've actually cooked for 4 presidents.
Wow, okay.
Yep, and poor President Ford was at a golf tournament, and he went to the hospital, but it wasn't from my cooking.
Good to
It was
point that out.
actually
Good
from
to
a
point
golf
that out.
ball hitting him in the head. So.
Now, you're also cooking for celebrity Jody Moreno.
Yeah.
So what are you making for us today?
We're making apple crisp that's gluten-free, dairy-free, and refined sugar-free.
Now, how does somebody know if they have these allergies?
You know, there's some people that have no symptoms at all, but some of the typical symptoms would be skin rashes, GI issues, ranging anywhere from diarrhea to constipation. So.
Okay.
Now, tell us, can we help you get started?
Yeah, let's get cooking.
Sure, let's get cooking.
And apple crisp is nice as we start to get the recipe going, because you don't want people that have allergies to feel like they're missing out.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably hard to stick to a diet if you can't get dessert and stuff.
Exactly.
Okay, let me let you get cooking.
Okay, so we're going to make we are going to make the topping here first. We have great earth balance, which is a butter alternative with healthy oils. We have oat flour, which is high in fiber and heart healthy. We have gluten-free rolled oats.
Nice.
And the oat flour is also gluten-free.
Okay.
There is coconut palm sugar, which is from the coconut palm tree, and it is low glycemic index.
Wonderful.
We have a little vanilla bean powder.
So good.
Yes.
We have freshly grated nutmeg, which is a big difference. You have to grate it freshly.
And do the fresh stuff.
Yeah,
Okay.
you just don't taste that stuff that's been sitting in the bottle in your cupboard for 2 years. Fresh squeezed lemon juice and cinnamon.
I like how Lauren has it all separated in these beautiful bowls. At home, it'd be a mess all over my counter.
Have all the spoons.
Well, that's a great point. I always, when I teach culinary school, I actually teach people to measure everything out first, and that's a
Smart.
tip. That's a tip in the book in the
Very
professional
smart.
hint section.
Oh, I like it.
Excellent. I
So
know there's all
if-
sorts of good
We're
stuff
going
in
to just
there.
whiz it up until
Okay.
it becomes about the size of cherries in the food processor. If you don't have a food processor, you can use one of the pie dough, the pie cutter. So we're done. How fast
that
and
was
easy was
simple.
that?
Okay.
And then for the filling, all we're going to do is I diced up the apples. You can use any apples you like. This is agave nectar. If you aren't a fan of agave, you can use the coconut palm sugar.
Nice.
Agave is also low glycemic index, so those people who might have diabetes or just sensitive to sugar, this is a great alternative. Some diabetics can handle it. It tastes really neutral, and it's great because it also, that was lemon zest. This is gluten-free oat flour.
Now, even if you don't have allergies, is it still a good idea to sometimes practice eating gluten-free? Can it help
You
a
know
lot
what?
of people?
That's a great question. It can actually. The reason I developed lemon juice and vanilla powder.
Okay.
This recipe will be up later, right?
Yes,
Exactly.
it'll be on our website after we eat it.
So this is a great question that you asked, because the reason that I developed the wheat allergy was because of overexposure, and after getting that diagnosis, I did find out that actually we have so much wheat in our diets in America that we're all getting overexposed.
So it's nice just to take a break from it too. And if
It
people aren't familiar with where to get all the products, that was one of the great parts of the book. There's a great resource section
Yeah,
where
in
you
the
can find
back.
where to get it, where to order it, what stores might
Yes,
carry it.
Definitely.
So you can make stuff like this a
You
bit
could-
more easily.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people too think, oh, it's too expensive.
Right.
But there's a lot of stores like Trader Joe's and things like that where you can find these ingredients.
Exactly.
And through the magic of television, after you put it in the
Oh
oven.
yes.
Ooh,
We
wait,
do.
we got the
And then
topping
you
on
just,
it,
so you put
too.
the filling, you mix it up, you see how fast that was.
Yeah.
And then you just add the topping right on the top. And
Simple.
carefully take the sharp blade out.
It only took you a couple of minutes
It only
there.
look how fast that is. And you know what? I actually make a double batch of this.
I love
Put
it.
Put the topping. Put it in the freezer, and then
Awesome.
if you have guests, you can have a quick.
Okay, we're
and
going to
easy
pick at
dessert.
this.
take a bite?
And you know
We're
what?
gonna use
We
utensils here.
actually, you should. We can.
Oh, there we
There's
go.
a
You even
plate.
have a serving,
we
a serving
do.
platter. We
So
just
the magic
dove right
of
in here, Lauren.
TV. Here you
Look
go.
at that. Oh, Lauren, where
So-
can people find your book?
They can find my book and lots of information on my blog site.
Okay.
No wheat, no dairy, no problem.com.
Lauren, this is great. Thank you so much for this.
You-
We
thanks for
appreciate it. Great
breakfast, too.
information.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate that.
Sure.
Nice to see
Who
you.
doesn't
Thanks
want
for
apple
breakfast.
crisp? And it's healthy.
We like
There's no guilt.
I'm not going to feel bad about eating this whatsoever.
No.
Great.
I
All
love
right.
my favorite is the
She's not
caramel
even
cup.
waiting for her spoon. It's okay. I'll read.
Oh, no.
And
You
does
ready?
it taste great?
Lauren, this, if
Does
I
it taste
hadn't
like-
known the different ingredients, you would never know
would
just
never
by
know.
eating it.
Great.
Thank you.
That was the goal. Thank you so
Excellent.
much.
All right. Well, you know.